Okay, you guys, Dr. Mindy here, and I'm still on my adventure through Italy, and I want to talk to you guys today about when you eat, what the heck should you eat? So again, on this YouTube channel, we talk a lot about macros. We talk a lot about minimizing carbs and keeping protein moderate and upping good fat. We talk a ton about fasting. But what I'm finding a lot of people are doing in my community is that they're using the fasting window as the healing window, as the healing time. And what you eat can be just as healing as when you're not eating. So I really want you to separate both of those things out. And I want you to realize that when you're not eating, that's healing. And when you are eating, that's healing as well. So let's talk a little bit about things that we're seeing that are very common in this area. So for example, pesto. We're in the region in which pesto was born, and there's a ton of it on all of our plates. And so I did a little research on, well, what are the qualities of basil? And we're seeing basil in our drinks, we're seeing it in our food. And when you start to dive into the healing properties of basil, it's actually pretty amazing. So there are 5 things that I found in my research that basil can do for your health. First thing, your brain. It's got incredible minerals in it that will help with the electrical currents of your thoughts in your brain. So those of you that are like, oh, I'm struggling for my words, you walk into a room, you don't know what you're searching for, you forgot your way. Did you know that basil actually has manganese in it, which will help with the electrical currents of information going through your brain? So put basil in your salad. I mean, you don't have to make pesto. You can put basil in your salad. You can put basil on your sandwiches. If you're using the grain-free breads. I mean, there's so many different places you can put basil. You could grow it. Same. I mean, it's easy. It's such an easy vegetable to have bring into your life. So first thing, your brain. Okay, second thing, did you know that basil is really high in vitamin K? So vitamin K is an incredible vitamin because it'll drive calcium into your bones. So those of you that are worried about osteoporosis, just drinking milk, not a fan of drinking milk, or taking calcium supplements, crossing your fingers, that's going to help with your osteoporosis, not necessarily a fan of that. Some of the greatest places to get calcium from is green leafy vegetables, and if you add in some basil with that, now you've got some vitamin K and you're actually driving that calcium into the bones. So that's the second thing. Third thing, it's anti-aging. So basil has a tremendous effect on free radicals. So free radicals our body creates free radicals when we come in contact with toxic substances. And the more free radicals you have, the quicker your aging process will be. Well, all of the nutrients in basil can help with the effects of free radicals and what free radicals will do to your cells. Okay, fourth thing, it's antimicrobial. So those of you that deal with candida, basil can have a tremendous impact on killing candida. So make sure that you're, again, including basil into every little piece of your diet as much as possible. So those are 4 of my absolute favorite things. The last thing, and I know so many of you here on my YouTube channel are really concerned about this, is metabolism, is that the nutrients in basil will help to speed up your metabolism. It's the vitamin K, the vitamin C, the vitamin A. It has adaptogens in it, will help you with stress. So when you bring that stress level down, it can actually help bring cortisol levels down, which will help with metabolism. It's got the minerals that you need. So 5 things: your brain, your gut, anti-aging, your joints, and your metabolism. Those 5 things are the major things that something is simple. I love giving you guys simple tips. It's something as simple as basil can do for you. So now if you make it in pesto, we actually had a really cool cooking class yesterday where we did it we made a pesto sauce. You add some really fresh olive oil in there, and now you've got the good fats. So remember, I bring this to you because I really want you guys to remember that the fasting window, Fabulous, really good. Okay, now you're opening up your window. You're gonna start eating. What should you be eating? And I think it's great to start this conversation with leafy greens and looking at the plants in our world that can actually help to support the mechanisms in our body that we are working to create. So, if you love basil, I'd love to hear about it. This is actually going to be a series that I'm going to continue on even when I get home, because I think it's that important that we talk about what should you eat when you open that window up. What plants are healing for you? So don't just lose sight that you're fasting all the time to heal, that foods can be healing too. So would love your comments. Put them in the comment section. I'd love to know if you have any creative basil recipes. Put them in there. Any pesto lovers out there, put them in there. And stay tuned, because I'm going to do more on foods that will improve your health. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, just hit the subscribe button and stay tuned, because I love making things simple. I love making health fun. And as always, I hope that helps.